Good afternoon guys, welcome back to the channel. Chris Dennis here, putting specialist and short game performance coach. Welcome back to golf everyone. So you guys in England, happy golfing today. You'll not believe what I've been doing. So I've been here since 10 to 7. I've been on the course, filmed one pitching video, got it all filmed, 3 different shots, tried to edit it, but the sound and the microphone on its first adventure on the course has not seemed to work. So I thought I'd come back in, reset, and I went to do a chipping video, same again. So we're going without the microphone now, so if the sound's not as good as normal, I am just waiting for them to get back to me. So what I want to do today, we've got TrackMan, and what I want to do is basically break a bit of a myth. So what I see a lot of times when people have an 80-yard shot, they go straight to 58, try and hit it full out and send it up into the air and don't get as much spin. So in my first pitching video, we went through how you can have lower loft and get more spin. But we've got TrackMan today, and what I want to do is show us some numbers. So I'm going to hit one shot with my 58, one with a 54, and one with a 50, all to around about 80 to 85 yards. And then we're going to compare how much spin was on there and what's the difference. So I'm going to hit them off the grass. We're going to be using the same golf ball, so there's no excuse. It's not going to be a range ball. I'm going to hit the Pro V1 and then I'm going to go and fetch that. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start with the 58. I'm going to hit that 80 yards and then I'm going to have a quick look at the spin. So we've selected the 58 degree there, so I'm going to go out and hit a shot now. So a little bit short there, so that's only gone 75 yards carry. So I'm going to hit another one now and try and get that to 80. So you see there that I'm struggling with a 58 to hit that. I think the one I hit to 75 yards was the max I could hit that without losing distance and it popping too far up. So we'll take the previous shot. So interestingly enough there, you'll see that actually the first one I swung 10 miles an hour slower, but the ball went 10 yards further. So that's when I swung at 71 miles an hour, carried 75, whereas when I swung at 81, which I've selected now, it only went 65 yards. So interesting there, I've swung it faster, but it didn't have as much distance. So let's have a quick look at the numbers now from the shot that went 75 yards. So 75 yards there, we can see that it's launched at 28, which is a good launch angle, that's what we want. So that's a combination of hitting down and taking some loft off there. So although it's a 58 degree, the loft at impact was 36.3. So it's giving me the spin rate of 5,374. So you'll see that it stopped within 3 yards of it carrying. So it had a bit of spin on there. But what we're going to do now, we're going to change club. So I'm going to now select my next club in my bag. It's going to be my 54. I'm going to hit the same shot and we're going to have a quick look at those numbers again. So we'll see here now with the 54, it has carried a little bit further, so I have gone 7 yards further, or 5 yards from the total of the 58. But the biggest thing, we saw we had 5,000 spin from the 58, so for that same shot I've managed to get it launching at 23, which again is a little bit lower. So again, that ball spends a little bit more time on the face, has a little bit more time to grip. As a result, we've been able to get nearly 10,000 revs of spin. So that shot's carried 83.7 and finished at 83.6. So it's had 0.1 of spin back. But if we've got a target and we can control that ball in, it stops exactly where we want it. So I can send that in a lot more direct, a lot more positive, knowing it's going to stop. So it's pretty much the same distance, and I've been able to control that to the exact number. So what I want to do now is play it with my 50, so show if I go to my 50 degree, does it then go past the point of where it's at its optimum? Does it start coming off too fast and again losing spin? So let's change that to 50 now, and let's play that shot. So a big point whilst we're doing this, so I have got my towel here, we're cleaning the grooves and making sure the face is clean and dry. So it can make a massive difference. So I'm going to do a video when we've got wet grass and we've got a dry ball, for example, what the difference is on spin. Because any kind of water on the face, any kind of grass in between that makes a huge difference on how much spin that will get. So it can make it half, it can make even a third of the amount of spin. So when we're on the golf course, if we're out early and there's dew on the ground, we need to take into consider, right, this shot's not going to spin as much, so can I leave it, can I pitch it 10 yards shorter and let it run up? So all things that we need to take into play, but we'll use the TrackMan to show the numbers and show the difference. So let me hit this shot now. So this is a perfect example. So I've hit the 50 there. He's carried 78, so very similar to the 58 shot I hit. It's finished at 80, so it's had around about 1.4 yards of run. So a little bit of run out, not backspin, but we can see great launch angle. So it's launching well, ball staying on the face. So as a result, we're getting 8,000 spin. So you can see there, what I see the most and the most popular option is the 58 there. Send it high, even if there's nothing in front. But even if there's a bunker there, you can hit those options of hitting a 50 or a 54. You can see that the 54 was nearly double the spin, and then you've got around about 2,500 extra spin from the 50. But the main thing is we had a lot more control of where that's stopping. So we can send that ball in a lot more direct, get that check in, get it stopping at where we want it to go. So 58 isn't always the option. 58 I might use around the edge of the greens. There is a time and a place for it, and we will show you those shots. I'm not saying don't ever use it, but we want to be able to use our wedges for what they are. People always say, well, I never hit my gap wedge, it's like a useless club. If we're using it in the right spot, you can see it's not just for hitting it 100 plus yards. If we can use it for this 80-yard shot, which you'd probably never think of, it can check close and it can stay really close to the pin. So try those out. So when you're on the course, you've seen the numbers now, so you know it works. It's not me just saying, okay, I've hit a great shot. The numbers work. We've hit multiple shots with the same golf ball, which is obviously a big thing, and we've seen the reaction it'd have on the green. So when I fix the microphone, we will be doing this on the golf course and showing you how they react, how the three shots react. We'll also be doing, obviously, if it's wet, if we're hitting out of the rough, if we're hitting out of the fairway, what differences that makes on the spin. So thanks for watching, guys. It's not the video I wanted to send you. It's not the video I told you I was going to send you. It has been a very long morning. Hopefully I can get the microphone working this afternoon or later on tomorrow, and I'll be able to get that video out to you Friday. We're going to do some putting on Friday, so I will be actually on the putting green here at Waterfront. I'm going to show you a test that you can do when you get to your golf club when the practice facilities are back open, and start setting some expectations of how many putts you should actually be holding. We want to hold them all, but what's realistic? How do you compare to tour averages? So thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your golf today if you're in the UK. Wales and Scotland, hopefully you'll be back out there soon. I think Wales might be next week. Thanks for watching again, guys. Take care. See you Friday.